Test, test, check 1, 2. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Does that sound all right? Ah, that's better. You can always tell something's missing when you get isolated results. Like AI that's only right for one of your systems. Get AI that can work across your data and applications. Learn more at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
All right, here we go.
New Phineas and Ferb is here.
We're back, baby.
For 104 more days
I know what we're gonna do today.
of summer vacation.
I am ready for summer shenanigans. Let's do it. Oh, yeah.
All right. We're gonna bust Phineas and Ferb once and for all.
Are we gonna do this again?
New inventions, shenanigans, innators, adventures, and songs.
Brand new summer vacation.
New Phineas and Ferb starts June 5th on Disney Channel and next day on Disney Plus. On DisneyPlus.Disney.com.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hey, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Well, if you listened to part 1 of our recap, we ended the secret lives of Mormon wives talking about the Halloween party. And now we're back to finish off the season, talk about our thoughts with the season, the aftermath kind of stuff, and talk about what happened after the Halloween party, which was crazy. So if you haven't listened, be sure to go listen to part 1.
Yes. It almost felt like, to me, it was like 2 seasons in one, because then all of a sudden this shift happened after this Halloween party. And like we, in the first 5 episodes we were seeing like this Taylor, we're seeing a little bit of Taylor and her boyfriend Dakota, but we're seeing like Jesse, Demi not really loving Jen. And then we're seeing like the Zach and Jen thing. And then all of a sudden it switches to like the girls actually fighting more with each other.
Yeah.
And,
wait, I had forgot to say something from our last episode.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, I got the biggest ick, and I don't know if you got the ick or anyone else did, but when the cops came, because like at the Halloween party, the cops came, and I thought about this later. I think it was Jessie. I'm not sure.
It was her home. She went out and started talking.
Okay, so she was like, sorry,
Yeah.
like, you know how we are. Like, have you ever watched The Secret Life of Mormon Wives? And I don't know. It gave me Reese Witherspoon when she had her DUI, and she's like, do you know that I'm Reese Witherspoon? I think it was Reese Witherspoon, but it just like gave me like an entitled ick behavior where I was like, no, girl, like just let people say it on their own. Like, damn, this is where I'm like, damn, the clout really has gotten to them.
And it's crazy because like, and I think this helps them maybe get down to reality, because like they're so consumed with their phones. So that's all they're seeing is like, they think everyone knows them. I'm sure people like talk to them all the time about it, but it's like real people in real life do not know who you are. Like if I ask even my friends who like, some of them know, but like, I swear, even if I ask my friends who are very involved in like some pop culture, if I said, you guys know the Mom Talks, they would say no.
You know what's crazy is as like a TikTok obsessed person, I've never gotten into the algorithm of Mom Talk. So I didn't even know what it was until the show. Even after watching, it's still not on my feed. So I'm like, there's a lot of people who wouldn't know what this was, what the show is. And even at the AMAs, they just did the AMAs, which is like the lowest rating. I think the AMAs, Chantal, had a problem with Taylor Swift because she didn't show up, but apparently no one showed up to it. And at the AMAs, they had a lot of TikTokers, and a lot of people were like, who are these people? Like, even people on TikTok are like, I don't even know these famous TikTokers. So it's like, yes, you blow up on TikTok and you can make a crazy living, but there are still a lot of the world that's not on it, or that doesn't see these influencers, you know?
Oh yeah, like I feel like I'm the most perfect example. Like I know so much about pop culture, and like I feel like I'm in the know, but like if you give me a TikToker, I have no idea who the hell they are unless they have a reality show, and I'll tell you that much.
Right. Yeah.
Like unless they're like the Alex Earls of the world, that somehow they became even more famous, but it's because they've gotten famous with other people that's why I know them. It's not because of their TikTokers though.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was just my side note that I forgot to mention to see if anyone else felt the ick.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there was a lot of icks. There was a lot of icks this episode, this season, because like the way they would talk about themselves is just like, why do you think you're so much better than other people?
Right.
But yeah, so after the Halloween party, they kind of we kind of transition. My next main thing that we want to talk about is this whole Taylor versus Demi situation, and it also bleeds into.
Well, are you going to talk about Winnie having a baby?
Yeah, I'll get to Winnie at the very end. Her, Mikhail, and Winnie are just so irrelevant to me, but I get to Mikhail and Winnie at the end. Is there something you want to talk about now with Mikhail and Whitney?
No, I was just going to say prior to that.
I don't like Whitney, by the way. So like I literally don't want to say her word because she literally is like the most craziest person and like still a villain to me. Like she literally is disgusting to me.
Interesting. Why do you feel that way?
Because at the very end, when Taylor had her back, like she was so excited to like make sure Taylor is out of the group, or like she had Demi's back with Taylor and she was so excited to put her down. It's like Taylor was the only person that had your back when you were literally the villain.
Yeah, I didn't like that. And I'm with you there. But when she had her baby, like she was putting effort with all of them. And yeah, obviously it's like she realized how big Mormon, how big this show got and how it looks to be the villain, but she was really trying. So, like she has a baby, they're all meeting the baby. And I don't know, I just wanted to touch on that because like throughout this all, like she's like heavily pregnant and then has this baby, and it's a lot on someone, dude. I mean, and I thought she was handling herself very well this season, except the end. I didn't like that either.
Yeah, and I just think like, and the way that the way she comes across to some of the ladies, like they do try to give her, an effort, and like she just doesn't own up to anything either, really. So it's like you just want to be part of Mom Talk just to literally get the check and to be part of it, like be part of this like industry. It's like she really doesn't, to me, she doesn't look like she's a good friend and like cares to be a good friend. Except she was really nice to Jen, but I also think it's like she loves seeing someone down and then like sucking with them. Like
I think Demi's a horrible friend. I think Jesse's a horrible friend.
I know.
Was a horrible friend. I think they all are. So
yeah, no, I agreed. I think a lot of them are horrible friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get to Taylor versus Demi. And this comes out for the first time. So like, I mean, we saw them make a little comments to each other, but the biggest thing was and it also ties into Jesse and Demi, like I was saying, with this whole hair stuff. But we see in New Orleans that, I think, I don't know when Taylor starts to mention that Demi is like a little too full of herself. Like, I don't know if she's starting to see it or like they were hearing a lot of things behind the scenes. And then finally now she's like, I'm going to start saying it. But they were all at this dinner and she basically brings up the whole situation which I had no idea about, that Demi was trying to was trying to get Jessie off of the show so that she can make more money. Yeah. I didn't understand why that would make more sense. Like get another girl off the show so she made more money. Like why would that be a conversation that you're having with production?
Well, I mean, I think it does make a lot of sense. At the end of the day, like it's kind of like Real Housewives. What's your worth? Should we keep you on? Should we be paying you? And maybe in her brain, she thought, well, Jessie has a lot of money. She doesn't even need this. And she's very successful on her own. I'm a fan favorite, which is exactly what she said. She said that she's a fan favorite. So because of that, she thought that she should get more money And she threw Jesse under the bus. Like this was like a known fact. It wasn't like a he said, she said thing. And it's super fucked up. Like it's so ugly. The one thing about the show Friends is there were people like where Jennifer Aniston was like the face of it. Like everyone was obsessed with her, and she could have totally made that her identity and made sure she got paid more than the rest of the cast. But the whole cast united and said, no matter what, we are all going to get paid the same, no matter what, if we're a fan favorite, if we have more lines, blah, blah, blah. And throughout the history of Friends, they all got paid the same. And they were making $1 million an episode at one point. So to me, like I'm just saying is that's how it should be. And that's how you know all the shit's really getting to their head.
This is definitely the point where like Demi became the villain. Like if no one thought she was a villain before, like this is when everyone's like, what the hell's wrong with this girl? The fact that it almost felt like her and her husband sat there and said, how can we make this more of a business? Kept treating it like it's a business, like it's like this big corporation. What can we do to capitalize on this? And it's like, you just ruined your fan favorite. No one likes you anymore because what you just did was the weirdest, nastiest thing. And I'm so happy that Taylor put her in check, because Taylor's like, listen, if anybody deserves to make more money, it's me. And I have even asked for that. Like I've never even went to them and said, I deserve more money.
Exactly. And then some of them will be like, well, yeah, Taylor is the reason that we're on this show, but still. And it's like, okay, then. So yeah, the same thing for the girls that are like wanting to come on, then don't come for them for wanting to come back and be a part of it. When you guys are sitting there making demands or saying that you're a fan favorite and you're willing to throw the person that seems closest to you under the bus, like that's super messed up.
And I think a lot of it also came from I do remember this now, that Taylor felt, and like a lot of people in Housewives do this too, where like Taylor felt that she's like the most open, she's the most vulnerable, she's giving her life to this show, and like maybe some of the other people are not. And it's like, you know, she probably thinks that like there is a lot of stuff going on with Demi and her husband and Brett and their situation, but like Demi doesn't really portray that and do that. So like also that's like why she's getting mad. It's like, don't sit there and say that this person should get off the show when like I'm the one that's doing the most, and I've never even like put someone down and try to do that to another person.
Well, so there's a rumor that Demi's husband slept with another girl while Demi wasn't there, and it gets released and they mention it and they talk about it. And what was interesting prior is that with the husband, she brings it up to him and he's very defensive about it because he's like, it's not true. And she's like, well, you're making me question you because you are getting so hyped up about it. And if it's not true, then let's just leave it as is. But at the end of the day, like, I don't think that necessarily makes you guilty. I mean, I feel like sometimes when I know something's not true, I do want to defend myself because it's so not fucking true.
No, I agree. I think if there's certain situations, I think you have to kind of, she has to be the judge for that. Like she has to know how her husband is. So like, I think if someone likes to defend themselves and gets like a little bit like more defensive and that's their nature, then like you shouldn't get mad.
Yeah. And she's like, you're starting to make me think something's wrong.
Yeah.
Or acting like that. And I was like, but like, wait, low key, I get it. But it's crazy because a lot of people in this world think that if you defend yourself, it's because you're guilty. And I'm like, I don't always think that's the case. Like sometimes maybe we just want to defend our character because it's so not true. We want to prove it to you like it's not true. And
you know
that this situation's not true. I'm sure it is, but you know.
Yeah, I think where it gets weird is if like someone was like, who said it? Like who said that? Who told you that? Like, you know, going crazy about more of that and then like trying to, that's like when you kind of look a little guilty. Like you care about the stupidest facts because you're trying to like not pay attention to really what the rumor was, but instead of just saying like, how dare someone come out and say something like that? Because that's so not true. Like I would never do that to you.
Well, you know what I think about is I think about like on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I'll think about Charles Oakley and
oh my God, I was thinking about him too right now.
Yeah, and Ralph or something. And they were like, whenever rumors came up, they were so nonchalant. They're like, it's not true. I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, okay. And it like 100% they were true. So it's like, that's what I think about. Like the people who like blow it off and say it's not true and like it's so stupid. I'm like, bro, like it's true. So I don't know. I think there could be a lot of ways to view that, but I'm like, that doesn't make you guilty.
I agree. No, 100%.
Yeah. And I hate that people think that. Like majority of the world thinks that. It's really weird.
Again, I think you have to know the person. So like, I don't know. It's like someone who's quiet all of a sudden is like is so defending their behavior and their things. And you're like, that's sus. Like, what's going on here? But someone who's a little bit more vocal and like always does that, then you're just like, it's fine. That's just how they are.
Right.
Reality TV is scary, guys. Like what these people put their marriages and stuff through. Like I cannot.
Right. I swear.
With the whole Taylor versus Demi situation, that's not where it ends off. Like, I think even at this point, this is where Layla was pissing me off because she was trying to defend Demi. And it's like, okay, you don't even know what you're saying. Like, shut up. Like, Demi is like being weird right now and like just try to get one of her good friends off the show for no reason. But this whole CMA thing happened. So Taylor was asked to present a country music award, which is crazy, especially country fans. Like whoever is like, that's like the biggest show. That's like the Grammys for the country music awards, you know? And so Taylor gets to do that, which is insane. And Taylor then posts about it and she ends up posting all these TikToks. And I remember when this TikTok happened, real life, like around like last year, and how she said, like, I love how no one supported me. Like they're all fake, blah, blah, blah. And then it comes to find out everyone said that they did text her. Did you think it was weird that they never commented on her photos?
Listen.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Get into your body's vitals with the Vitals app on Apple Watch.
I wanna get into my body and let my skin do the talking. I wanna feel like I'm myself again.
The Vitals app tracks key overnight metrics so you can spot changes in your health before you feel them. The Vitals app on Apple Watch. iPhone XS or later required. The Vitals app is for wellness purposes only and not for medical use.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
New Vitamin Water Zero Sugar Pineapple Passion Fruit is packed with vitamins. Just like the amount of peas we packed in that sentence. It's packed like your tote bag. The one you stole from your ex. Or your overpriced half a studio apartment. Or extra rushed rush hour traffic. Packed like your calendar. Triple booked at 5, of course. Grab a Vitamin Water. Did we mention it's packed with vitamins?
You're the perfect blend of elegance and style, and your ride should be no different. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid meets all your needs, from business to brunch and everywhere in between. With head-turning details like a sleek front end, plus stylish interior, and an available 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and seamless tech integration. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more about the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid.
Here's the thing, and I'll be the first one to say this. My biggest fear in life is looking like a hater. I don't give a fuck. I never want to look like a hater. Even if it's like someone's like not my favorite, I do not want to look like a hater. So I am going to publicly make sure that I do comment on that motherfucker and say, oh my gosh, so happy for you. Because I never want anyone to think that I'm a hater. I'm going to like and I am going to comment on that, especially like in this like era of we're all on Mom Talk and she got chosen. I definitely don't want you to think I'm being a hater about it. Maybe I deep down, I'm like, damn, like that's like great for her. But like also I would have loved to, but whatever. I don't want to look like a hater. I'm going to comment on it. All of them saw it and all of them saw her story and none of them commented. And I 100% agree with her. Do I think how she went about it is the right way? No, but like, that's fucking weird. I don't care if you did it behind closed doors. Like we're on a public platform at this point. You guys look like haters. And I mean, I don't know. To me, that gave hating energy. I don't care what they did behind closed doors.
Yeah. And I think Taylor is that one person, like, I don't know why she keeps reminding me of you, which is not like.
Guys, she reminds me so much of me. It's
that's so funny because I see so much of her personality in you where like she has like those inklings, like where like, even if it like she had it, like she knew like deep down in her gut, she knew that like someone said something or like someone was being a hater, like she knew deep down that was like more intentional. So like that's why she called it out on them. So it's like she had that feeling, and that's why like, but she just she's just crazy and goes about it the wrong way. But I do think that her intuition was correct, like for herself in that moment.
Yeah, and
even though
you sound crazy saying it out loud or blah blah blah, but it's 100% true, and she knows it was true. Why would none of them comment on that when they all saw it? Like I'm sure on other posts they'll comment. It's giving hating energy that she's at the AMAs, and like I don't know. I see myself so much in Taylor.
That's so funny that you think that, because I swear,
oh my
like
God, I die.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that's like how Roxanne reacts. That's what Roxanne would do.
Yeah, totally. Like even every like scene with her, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then like even just her as well, like giving the benefit of the doubt, because you got to think about yourself in that situation. Like, yeah, I mean, everything she does, even when she acts crazy and all that stuff. Yeah, I totally see me. I don't know. But
with this whole CMA thing though, is where Demi also goes crazy. Like Demi starts creating group chats, like talking so much shit about Taylor, getting so mad, making it like way more crazier than like any of the other girls even thought. So like some of the girls were like annoyed that Taylor went on TikTok and made it seem like they weren't supportive, but Demi made sure to like be extra annoyed and like kept being so vocal about it, to be like, she's ruining Mom Talk. She's not a part of Mom Talk. She makes us look so bad. Like she's ruining our business, trying to make the girls think that she's going to eventually ruin their businesses. No one's going to make money anymore. She's like going on this whole train where like Michaela, Macie, all of them even said that she was being too much. Even Jessie, I think, was like, okay, she's being too much. And this is where, you know, for sure Demi is the hater, because there was also a scene this episode or this season, I don't know if you clicked on it, when Macie told everyone she was having a book deal. Did you see Demi's face?
Yeah, she looked like the biggest motherfucking hater ever.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, why?
Well, she thinks she's the fan favorite. That's why.
And like, here's Macie getting to do this like celebrity, you know, pickleball tournament, which is huge, guys, by the way. Pickleball is huge now, and like a celebrity one, like, oh my God, like that's cool. And also is getting a book deal. Like you could just see in her face, all she's thinking is, why not me? Why not me? Because she literally thinks that she's a fan favorite.
Yeah, no, she, and I don't know why she thought that. And what's crazy is like Taylor has such a following and loyal supporters that even though Taylor has that, she still stayed true to herself and didn't act like how this one's acting.
Exactly. And then also at this whole situation, Taylor came back and apologized and said, I shouldn't have done that. And like, you still have Demi doubling down on so much, which is just like, okay, pump the brakes a little bit. Like you're being really, really, really crazy.
Yeah, no.
With the whole situation, though, it makes Taylor come out and say to her, you're a bad friend. You're a fake friend. And she's like, how? And you know what Demi does a lot? She did this a lot in interviews recently. Like there was an interview that they were all there. And so like, you know, Jen mentioned something about the cease and desist, and she's like, show me, show it. Like she literally tries to be so confident where you're like, okay, she's for sure in the right because she's being so confident about it. But like, she's like, tell them, like, you know, this situation's like, tell them. And then Taylor actually came out and said, you said that I shouldn't go to Jessie's hair salon, and she sucks at basically doing hair. And then when you see like Demi finally like, oh shit, she really did have something on me. Like that's why I hate when people are so strong about like they think that they're perfect and they have never said anything. And then finally when someone shits on them, they're trying to think like, well, how should I get myself out of this? Like she just bothered me so much. And if you watch interviews, she still is that way. She's still doing those things and doubling down.
Yeah, no, it was really, really fucking bad. And it's crazy because when that whole situation happened with the Jessie stuff and the hair stuff, like that's like super fucked up to go back and be like, she's not even good at hair. And that's like the closest person to you. And it sounds like in this group, you change who you're the closest to. So dumb of you to say that. And she's very successful. So that again, Demi's certified hater. Yep. Yeah, she's a certified hater, because for her to like fucking sit there and say that, and then she was hating on the book deal, hating on this, like she's a certified hater, and it's just not cool at all, because Jessie's actually very loyal to her to a fault.
Yeah, and exactly. And I think that and Jessie too was being weird and like not really confronting. Like it took her like I think like a few days to actually confront her in the situation. And I'd be like, that's my business. Like you have no reason to ever talk about my business that is successful. And like you were trying to just get me off the show because you like I make money on my business. Like that's like where you draw the line to people. It's like don't talk shit about something like that. And especially when we're all on the show and we're all friends.
Right.
By the way, Jessie and Demi have not talked. Like they do not talk right now either.
Wow. I'm glad because it was really weird seeing Jessie not have a backbone at all when it comes to that.
Yeah, they're not friends whatsoever. So yeah, they have not talked since like filming wrapped up. Like they don't like each other at all.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. I'm excited to see that unfold because she looked like an idiot being loyal to someone like that.
It makes us come to like one of the other scenes was this whole Marciano stuff. So again with Vanderpump Villa.
Wait, you're missing some other stuff that happened
with Taylor and Demi.
Oh, okay. Are we still on the Taylor and Demi thing? That's
like,
why.
Just like this whole situation because in Demi and Jessie, but like Taylor and Demi also we missed that where Layla shows Layla and Taylor go on this brand deal. Oh my god, this is another thing that she's a hater on. This was the biggest ick of the whole episode or the whole season. Roxanne is when Demi texted Layla and goes, "How much did you make on this brand deal?" And then she goes, "Haha, why?" She's like, "Just curious." That is weird. Stop asking me these things. Like, you're so about the business. It's like too much. It's like you're mad that Layla got to go on with Taylor.
Well, she wants to get paid more, and that's what it is.
And it's just so nasty. It's like, is this really what the show is about for you? Then you shouldn't come on. You shouldn't be on these shows then.
Right. I agree. Well, I mean, look, the truth will always come out. Your true character will always come out, and hers has.
Yeah. Agreed. Is there anything else you want to talk about with them too, Taylor and Demi?
Oh, no, I was going to talk about other situations that happen.
Okay. First, let me get with the Marciano stuff and then we'll wrap that up and then you can talk. So, you need to watch this episode. Like, I think it's like the season 2, episode 3. Like, you need to watch this episode because this whole episode, Demi is flirting with this guy named Marciano, and Marciano is like acting like he's in love with her from the first minute. Like, she touched her life. Like, if she wasn't married, they would be meant to be. It was like the scariest thing. And like, Demi's being very vulnerable and like also says something about her marriage, which was weird on it. Like, I don't know if like I would be married or I should be married. Like, it was very weird. Like, you would not be okay. If Brett saw this, I'm sure they've been in a million fights. So it did lead you to think that something did happen. Like, why are they so close like this? He kisses her on the cheek multiple times. She gives him a long hug. It's very weird. At the very end though of this series, you guys, Marciano and Layla meet up because Layla was also on Vanderpump Villa, and Marciano ends up saying that Jessie and him hooked up and not Demi. And I think that a lot of people are also saying this is why I think Jessie and Demi are not talking, that Marciano is just trying to protect Demi and is now on Demi's side with things and is just saying that to like because Demi's telling him.
Yeah, I can see that. It was really weird. It's hard for me because I didn't watch Villa to know his character, but I'm also like, he said that him and Jessie F. Like, why would he lie about that?
Because he's a tool. Like, you need to watch him. Like, he's one of those liars. Like, he's nasty. He's like a Jax Taylor. Like, that's the character he is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because I don't know. It's hard for me to say that because I'm like, there's no way he's gonna lie about that, knowing it's on TV, knowing that she's gonna be like, I didn't do this, and him probably having receipts and texts.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with that. I just think Layla's weird for doing that because in the beginning of the season, she acts like she's their ride or die.
I know. She's a flip-flopper for sure.
Yeah,
like she goes with one person and then when she's in another situation, like again, she's like the production's like, spy or like perfect person because they tell her what to do. And that also takes me to this next scene, which we need to talk about. And then everything else you can say is the pregnancy roulette. So they're on this trip, you guys. Okay. And production 1000% told Layla, hey, buy all these pregnancy tests and make sure everyone takes them. Okay. Because they knew that at this point, at least one person was pregnant. That is Roxanne, would you ever do this? Would you even be in a friend group that ever does this?
No, I think that's literally the scariest fucking thing ever.
It's weird. I don't know why we're putting people on point. I've never seen this. I guess like it's a TikTok trend that some people do. I have no idea. But with this whole pregnancy roulette thing, we know right now at this point, Macie's pregnant. We don't know anybody else is pregnant. We know that Macie's pregnant. She did IVF. She got pregnant, which is such a beautiful blessing. And also at this point, we know that Demi has a very hard time getting pregnant with Brett. Demi does have a daughter, though. She has a kid from before Brett, though. So it's not like she can't.
Oh, I was so confused about that, by the way. I was like, wow, she doesn't have her own kids. Like, how's she going to stay with him? It seems like this is very important to her, but I didn't realize. I thought she just had stepkids.
No, she has her own daughter, and then she has like his stepkids, but they don't have kids together.
Okay.
And they've had a lot of infertility problems. She didn't really get into detail, like have they tried IVF, have they not? Like she didn't really get into that much detail, but we know that she has problems, and it is the saddest thing. Like she constantly says, like the worst thing that I hate doing is taking pregnancy tests. Like she's mentioned that. Wow. So when this pregnancy roulette comes out, and they're making everyone take pregnancy tests, like I'm sure Macie is shitting herself because she knows hers is going to come out, and. This is why I like Macie and Michaela, though, because they really are true best friends. Like I think Macie knew Michaela was pregnant, but Michaela didn't know Macie was pregnant. But like, it was still cute. Like you can tell they're very close, and they do this pregnancy.
I don't like Michaela at all. So
what'd you say?
I don't like Michaela at all.
Really? Like you don't like her at all? At all?
No, I don't.
Do you think like she had her own storyline with like the sexual abuse stuff? Did that like help you like get to know her a little bit more?
Like yeah, I mean it's really sad that that's what she went through, but I think that she's really rough and mean. I don't know.
Because she's not like she's yeah, like I can see what you're saying, but she's not like a mean, like she's not like the way she comes off is not like mean, but she does.
Well, I guess I'll talk about it, but
yeah. Okay, so pregnancy roulette comes out. We end up seeing that 2 people are pregnant, and Demi is in tears, like, you know, which I don't blame her. She's so like taken back, upset. She might think it's hers, but she kind of knows it's not her. She's just like, she's having like an anxiety attack here. The one thing that like really bothered me about this whole situation is Jesse saying, whoever's pregnant better just say it now. Would you at that moment say you're pregnant?
No, I mean, that completely ruins the moment, you know, and the vibe of it all. And so it's just very uncomfortable.
Yes. Like I wouldn't either. If someone said to me, you have to say, and someone's crying, I would never want to like that moment for myself to like now say, hey, I'm pregnant. Like I'm not the one that brought up this pregnancy roulette. Like I just happen to pee on a stick and it shows that I'm pregnant.
And now it's like not about me. So it's like going to be about her. She kind of took away from the moment. I understand her being sad and I think it's so fair, but then you shouldn't participate in this.
Yeah, 100%. So then we find out that like the 2 people are pregnant, and then they do have to go up to her and tell her like, hey, I'm pregnant. And then, which is just like, I don't know. It's just the most awkward, craziest like thing that I've seen on TV in so long.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't like that.
What scenes would you like to talk about?
So I feel like we did miss the Michaela and Whitney meeting up. Like Michaela has a serious problem with Whitney, and Whitney wanted to meet up with her because she wants her to, like, Whitney wants to own her stuff and apologize. And they bring Macie, and you can tell that Macie and Whitney still kind of have a weird relationship, but they're working on things. And I like that Macie is like slowly but not surely taking Whitney back in. I think that's okay and that's fair. And Michaela just doesn't want to be there. She's acting super annoyed. And they go and they meet, and she's like, I'm going to put it on speaker so that you could hear everything. But she's so dumb. She mutes herself, even though it was Macie who should have muted herself. And she just like went into that where no matter what, she wasn't going to move forward. And it's like, I don't like that energy. I don't like that vibe. Then really don't show up if that's how you're going to be. And apparently Macie like tricked her into going, apparently, allegedly, who knows about what happened behind the scenes. And I just like, this is like where I'm like, okay, we get it. We get it. Like Whitney seriously fucked up. But the way that you literally don't give a shit and you're like, I don't care. Like, I don't want you here. I'll only be okay with you. But I don't want you here. Like, I'm never going to move forward with you. It's just like you feel, and I mean, people are probably going to disagree. You're just like, it's like a little puppy, and you're like sad for them and you're embarrassed for them because they're trying and they're saying the right things and you're not accepting anything. And it's like, okay, it's really not that serious.
Yeah, I think the thing is that I still don't understand is that, you know, Michaela says that her and Whitney were best friends for 2 years, like really great friends for 2 years. And that Yeah, they were great friends for 2 years and that Whitney gaslit her. But it's like, give us examples because I still don't understand what you're so mad about. So, like, when we do see Whitney, other than like Whitney doing all what she did last season, like just being like, Whitney just being herself and just being you. Like, what else did she do to you personally that like everyone else can take her back and you can't? Like, she showed up to her birthday.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Summer's here, and you can now get almost anything you need for your sunny days delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a well-groomed lawn delivered, but you can get a chicken parmesan delivered. A cabana? That's a no. But a banana? That's a yes. A nice tan? Sorry, nope. But a box fan? Happily, yes. A day of sunshine? No. A box of fine wines? Yes. Uber Eats can definitely get you that. Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now. Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details.
This episode is brought to you by PetSmart. Stop by for Yappy Hour with your pet at PetSmart. Save $5 on walk-in grooming services like nail trims, ear cleaning, brushing, and more. No appointment needed every weekday from 2 to 6 p.m. And while you're there, Yappy Hour includes exclusive in-store deals like 25% off pet toys. Visit services.petsmart.com/grooming to learn more.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. The NBA playoffs are here, and Michelob Ultra is getting you closer to the game than ever with courtside seats and more. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access Courtside 2024 to 2025 sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Ends on July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/superior access/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
This episode is brought to you by Temptations Cat Treats. Your cat will come running for the perfectly irresistible Temptations Creamy Puree and Temptations Lickable Spoon Cat Treats. The best time to feed lickable cat treats to your cat is anytime. Feed by hand for a playful moment, in a bowl for a creamy treat, or as a topper to make mealtime fun. Visit TemptationsTreats.com to learn more.
Walmart Business is in the business of helping your business, regardless of whether you're building bridges, building spreadsheets, or building lesson plans. Ooh, that looks fun. Walmart Business can help save you time, money, and hassle so you can focus on what you're building instead of what your supply closet is missing. In short, we take care of business so you can do more with yours. We're the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Like, she was mad that she showed up to her birthday and talked to Macie. Like, it was like the weirdest thing that she was mad about. But it's like, if she's trying to apologize and at least like where you guys could be like, maybe like have a good time on vacation together and not always like mention how much you hate her. Like, why are we at this level?
It's really just giving, I'm doing this for a storyline. And then they end up, it's like crazy because like Whitney is really trying and she's giving the group ideas of like how to do content and more content ideas. And if you're in the content world, you know, like this is needed. Like, I appreciate it. This helps because like I need to think of new content every day. And while people might think that, oh, how hard you have to. No, it is a lot of work to be thinking about that stuff. And even when the guys try to do content, they were like, wow, let's not tell them how hard it was because no one understands unless they're actually doing it. And, you know, like she comes up with like ideas, like the whole like British Bake Off and whatever. And Michaela, I mean, it was interesting TV. Michaela wanted to purposely like make what she was going to make and something about the sourdough bread. And I don't know. I feel bad for anyone who's being targeted. And Whitney at the end was like, let's do a vote on if she could come back on on Mom Talk. And everyone, especially Michaela's like, fuck no, we're not going to let that happen. I don't know. I feel bad, even though I don't like Whitney, you know?
Yeah. And it's just weird because it's like, you could see everyone else is going to be trying with her. So like, just get over it. Like at this point, like, get
Exactly.
over it for the good of the mom talk. Like, and like the one thing about this whole season is like, what pissed me off about all these ladies is like, that's not what mom talk's about. It's like, you guys don't represent anything that you guys think mom talk is about. Like, what is mom talk to you
And
guys?
just stop saying mom talk. 'Cause if I hear that one more time, I want to kill myself.
Literally. And I think like the one scene that's going around the most too is Zach saying like, what do you guys do? Just talk shit about each other all the time? Like, what is so inspiring about mom talk? Because like the way they make it, it's like, what do you think you guys are doing?
Yeah, no, it's too much. But that's what made me feel a little remorse for Whitney, because again, she is also like, she just had a baby, and so again,
but then she does dumb shit like when Demi was having her holiday party and Leanne, which was the scariest thing, comes there and like she just goes and sits right by her and like starts to say things like about Taylor, and it's like, Whitney, stay out of it. Like, you were Taylor's biggest hater and Taylor was your biggest supporter.
Yeah, Whitney's so I don't understand why Whitney is doing that. I think they all have a little bit of jealousy because Taylor's the it girl.
Yeah.
And no matter what, they all just have jealousy towards her. And it's a very scary thing, but she's just that girl. And she's that girl because she's authentically herself. And she's not playing it up for cameras, or she's not thinking, because I'm a fan favorite, this is how I'm going to act. No, she's being herself.
And just so you guys know, Winnie and Demi right now are best friends right now. Like,
I saw that.
So it's so crazy how like things turn so fast. And like how like there's so many different sides now. So it's like the villains unite, and then like who knows like whatever the rest of them are gonna do and like what they're gonna do for season 3 if they have one. I think it got picked up already, but they're for sure having season 3.
Another conversation that I wanted to touch on was the Miranda conversation with Miranda and Taylor, where she finally comes out and says like what they did with the swinger stuff. And it's like, we really never actually knew. And Miranda was like, we never had sex, but Miranda and her husband would have sex while Taylor and Taylor's husband are having sex in the same bed. And that's fucking weird.
That's why it's called soft swinging. Like, you're not fully swinging, you're not sharing partners, but you're like watching someone else do. It's like, it literally is giving Diddy watching like the freak offs. Like, it's just weird. It's just crazy.
Why would anyone agree to this? Like, what kind of drug did you have to be on to? And you can just tell Miranda gets so embarrassed about it. And she finally owns it. And she's like, yeah, we did things like that. And we touched. And it's something that like I'm ashamed of. And I didn't expect it out there.
I just think they were so young and like they would get drunk and like they were all horny and stuff. And like, because some people would do it, they would think it's fun. And like, I don't know. I don't know what makes people like why they would get off on people and like why you would put your marriage through that.
I don't know. I don't know why that would, like, you're already stressed with little kids. Like, I'm not trying to like fuck my husband in front of other people. I'm so sorry. Like, good night. I'm going to sleep. I don't know. Too much, truly too much. So
I think it's just like, I don't know. It's like a couple watching porn, like you're watching on TV, and like in this like situation, they're like watching it in real life.
Yeah.
And they're getting off on it, which is just weird.
Yeah. So yeah,
you guys are soft swingers. We're no judging here. If you guys like it, go ahead.
I know our listeners are gonna be like, I actually did this and this saved my marriage, and I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh. But like, yeah, go you if it did. But it's also
like, I'm not just saying that. Like, if that suits you guys, go ahead. It just would never, like, I would never like be into that.
Yeah. But yeah, those were the two things that I wanted to talk about. But it just made me really like Miranda. Like, she seems like good energy, very soft, very.
I just feel like it's not her that I'm saying like she was a flop. I think what Hulu tried to did was a flop for them, like bringing her back. I think that she did try to stay good to her character, where like she didn't have to come in with so much energy and try to show them off and like all those things. So like, I don't know if I'm being hypocritical
or fight with people. Like,
yeah,
like who are just gonna be themselves, not storyline, not storyline. Stir the shit. No, I'll stir the shit if I want to, and if not, I'm not gonna do it. Just like, I have morals at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that she kind of came in and she stayed true to herself. I just think maybe like this, like bringing Miranda back on the Hulu thing, it was like just like a flop because like, what did Miranda actually do?
Yeah. No, for sure.
But I'm still here for it, obviously.
Is there anything else that we missed?
I'm sure there was some stuff. I mean, the one thing that I do want to say is like, I don't know. I just love Macie so much. And like her storyline, you guys, like I literally like was like crying. I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant, but like I was just bawling my eyes, like that she met with like, her boyfriend's parents and like just telling them about the book. Like I was just bawling. Like imagine anyone going through that and then her going to the site. Like I just think her story is so moving.
I know. I agree. I like her a lot. And she seems like a very good person. So
Exactly. She's not doing things just to become famous and doing things. She's like staying true to herself and, like she tries to help people out. And like, I like that she's always there for Taylor too. She tries to be a good friend for Taylor. Like, I love her. I think she's like the number one person.
yeah, I don't know if I think Taylor's my number one person, obviously. And,
because Rexy and Taylor are twins.
No, not because of that at all. I guess, so yeah.
Like if you're 18, like that's like what Rexy would do with her boyfriend, like go back and forth like that.
Oh my gosh, por favor, I swear. But no, just like, and then like how she's like confrontational, but like in a way where it's like, you're gonna talk about me, like what's up? Like what is up? I've been in those situations. Like what's up? So yeah, I don't know.
She was the best. Like she like the way she schooled Demi this whole season. Like I loved her for it. Like when they were having that mom tech meeting, she goes, "There's a door. Like bye. Like you can go."
Right. Yeah. No. Did anything else happen in the aftermath of any other stuff? Like I know that the whole cease and desist thing where they're accusing her of doing a cease and desist, and Demi's still like acting shady in interviews. Like she doesn't realize how hated she is, but.
That's other than like, now knowing who is like friends and who's not, like a lot of them are not friends with Demi. And I think a lot of this like Vanderpump Villa and this Marciano thing is going to come out season 3 because that's how they ended it. But other than that, I guess we'll just see more once they go on their podcast. But I think they're done going on these podcasts right now because they probably have to start filming season 3 soon.
Yeah. And I love that they do that. I love that they have them film like right after. So I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's all we had for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, part 2.
Let us know what you guys thought about it. If you aren't watching, I definitely encourage you to watch. Again, I thought season 2 was a million times better and season 1 was great. And I thought season 2 was great. So, let us know what your opinions and thoughts are on the whole show. But
bye, guys.
Bye.